can have all the cohesion in the world on the battlefront, but you fight with a happy heart based on your cohesion at home. And the cohesion at home comes from a family readiness command team, all that have a unified approach to making the families and single Marines a priority.
Marines, sailors, and families, it's an honor for Bonnie and I to address you once again about family readiness.
We want to start by saying thank you from the bottom of our hearts to all our Marine spouses and their families for all you do to support our Marine Corps. Your commitment to the Marine Corps family allows our Marines and sailors to focus on their important mission. We're here at Camp Lejeune's Marine Corps Family Team Building Office to discuss the importance of our Family Readiness Officers, or FROs. FROs play an integral part in ensuring the overall readiness of your unit.
My role as the Family Readiness Program Manager and Director of Marine Corps Family Team Building basically is one very important mission, and that is to enhance the quality of life and ensure that Marine sailors and their families are prepared for whatever the military has to offer.
My job as a Family Readiness Officer is to be your 411, your information guy. Information and referral is my primary responsibility to prepare folks for deployment, for separation.
The most rewarding part of being a FRO is definitely helping the families during their most challenging time, which I believe is deployment. Really making sure that they have those resources and they have someone to turn to during deployment.
We are the communication hub and the liaison between the command and the families. The most rewarding part for being a Family Readiness Officer for me is serving in a capacity where we can serve those who support our Marines and sailors.
I think it was a lot to ask of spouses in the past to volunteer to do that solely on their own shoulders. So to have a FRO now that does those things and is there to kind of be the point person for all these big events is huge.
Our Family Readiness has had a great impact on my family during deployment because, again, it's very informative. There's all types of events, regardless of the age.
In today's climate of increased operational tempo and deployments, the FRO serves as a vital tool for commanders and a vital resource for our families.
In 2008, the Marine Corps established full-time civilian FROs, demonstrating the importance of family readiness for the entire Marine Corps.
The FRO is a force multiplier for the commander, assisting in unit mission readiness by ensuring that all Marines, their spouses, their families, and their loved ones are informed and involved. Working as a command team consisting of the CO, the XO, the Sergeant Major, and often their spouses, and partnered with the unit's command team advisor and family readiness volunteers, the FRO is the permanent, full-time link between the commander, the Marines, the unit, and its families.
The beauty of this new Family Readiness Program is it's the Marine. The Marine is front and center regardless of where the Marine is in their military life. Be it a single Marine, a Marine that's dating, a Marine that's preparing to get married, a Marine that's married, a Marine that sadly may be divorced. No matter where the Marine is, that Marine makes up the Family Readiness Program.
Yeah, when I was a corporal, I was deployed on my first MEU. I didn't call for about 2 weeks, and my mother, I don't know how she did it, but she found a phone number to the MEU CO and called him directly. That was embarrassing, but I learned my lesson. Well, if they had a point of contact, then it would have been much easier. The FROs do a pretty good job of keeping newsletters going out and updates to what the squadron's doing, when we're going, when we're coming back, that kind of thing. So I think it would have been an easy point of contact. You know, I don't know what trouble my mother went to find that number, but I'm sure it was involved and would have saved me some embarrassment.
We asked Marines and families to tell us what makes a great family readiness program.
If I had one word to describe our FRO, I would definitely say dedication.
It's a force multiplier.
Essential. Reassurance.
It's very informative.
He's just awesome. professional.
Reliable and a great resource. I mean, there's not really one word I think that could describe Julie Phelps and the role of the FRO.
My Family Readiness Officer has impacted us tremendously. My husband was deployed. I called her as soon as they induced me, and she had my husband on the phone within 20 minutes. That really helped, you know, because he couldn't be there in person, so at least being on the phone helped a lot. And she made sure that, you know, he could be there as much as possible. That's impacted us more than anything in this world.
There are great opportunities to educate other spouses who this might be their first deployment or their 5th deployment. All the tools are very informational. I feel like I'm in the know and I'm not anxious or concerned that I'm out of the loop on anything.
With the FRO on staff, she recognizes the unique requirements that the family needs while we're more focused towards the deployment.
The one great thing about our FRO is that he's available 24/7. You can call him at any time of the day, and obviously if he's not able to help you, he's certainly going to find the answer for you and get back to you in a timely fashion.
Our FROs are doing a tremendous job, allowing our Marines to focus on their important mission. FROs are playing a vital role in ensuring the readiness of our units.
Marines, you continue to do amazing things in Afghanistan and throughout the world.
To our Marines and our families, you continue to show great strength as you cope with continuing deployments and separations, and we cannot thank you enough.
One of our commanders overseas had this to say about the importance of family readiness, and it's a great thought that all leaders should take to heart. He said, if we don't take care of our Marines' family, we're not taking care of our Marines.
In the first few months of the deployment, it was especially hostile, and we were taking a lot of casualties, and we had taken a few KIAs, and my family was pretty worried back home. They had really no idea what was going on over there, and I rarely was able to call home because I was very busy. And so they were able to turn to the FRO, and the FRO was able to put their minds at ease and let them know what was going on with me, my unit, and answer any questions or anything that they had, and played a big role in supporting them.
So get to know your FRO and get involved with your unit's family readiness team. We're all part of the Marine Corps family, and each of you has an important role in our success.
2nd Battalion, 6th Marines, we were extremely fortunate that I had a pair of parents married to each other, and he was retired military, that stepped up and asked if they could volunteer with our unit. You talk about volunteering being a lifeblood.
It's been helpful for any spouse who wants to volunteer to know that the network is led by a professional whose job it is to be there for the families. And in that sense, it takes an enormous burden off of any spouse who wants to be involved in volunteering.
The battalion family. There's a number of spouses and parents that have gifts, talents, abilities, and resources and networks that they're able to bring to the table.
They were such a fantastic support group in terms of information, but also, you know, just the camaraderie, the idea that we're not the only ones going through this.
To our Marines and their families, you continue to show great strength and resiliency as you cope with ongoing deployments and separations. I couldn't be more proud of your selflessness and your sacrifice. You continue to do amazing things for our nation. Thank you, and Semper Fidelis.